I'm dodging every snare. Quicksand is clawing at my soul. Vines of tears, they reappear and choking out the light. Yet I will persevere without fear. Keep my eyes on the prize. No time to stall. Knocked down, but I won't be broken. Slammed hard, but I'm in the fight. Pushed back, but I'll keep on chasing through the maze and through the darkest night. Knocked down, but my heart's still burning. Thrown off, yet I still ignite. Pushed back, but I'll keep on swinging through the shadow to the light. I'm knocked down, but not out. The river's raised, no bridge to cross. Every step could be my loss. I still feel the thorns of past mistakes. I can barely see in front of me, but the goal has caught my eye. This time I will not die. I'll touch the sky. Knocked down, but I won't be broken. Slammed hard, but I'm in the fight. Pushed back, but I'll keep on chasing through the maze and through the darkest night. Knocked down, but my heart's still burning. Thrown off, yet I still ignite. Pushed back, but I'll keep on swinging through the shadows to the light. I'm knocked down. Knocked down. I am knocked down. Keep my eyes on the prize. No time to stall. Knocked down, but I won't be broken. Slammed hard, but I'm in the fight. Pushed back, but I'll keep on chasing through this maze and through the night. Knocked down, but my heart's still burning. Thrown off, yet I still ignite. Pushed back, but I'll keep on swinging through the shadows, through the light. Knocked down, but I won't be broken. Slammed hard, but I'm in the fight. Pushed back, but I'll keep on chasing through the maze and through the darkest night. Knocked down, but my heart's still burning. Thrown off, yet I still ignite. Pushed back, but I'll keep on swinging through the shadows to the light. I'm knocked down. Knocked down, but I am not out.
What's going on, guys? Man, that alligator got taught a lesson. Well, welcome to the Nonsensical Network, your unofficial backstage pass right here on Glick's House of Music. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Appreciate y'all stopping by. If you're not already, go ahead and check us out. bio.link/nonsensical network. God, words are hard tonight. Anywho's, give us a like, share, follow. Don't forget, we got super chats in the chat. If you guys want to help support the channel, you are more than welcome to. What's going on, Daniel? What's going on, Somo? Dog Pound representing. But enough about us, enough about me. We're here for a reason. We are joined by Adam and Damien from the A.D.A.M Music Project, making kick-ass music like that. Dude, I am a new fan, a brand new fan of this project. Damien, I'm gonna fangirl out a little bit. I'm a huge fan of your other band, and a couple of your songs got me through a few rocky times in my life. So I'm a little nervous and excited, but we're here for you guys with the music project. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate that.
No problem.
Hopefully, you guys are having much better weather than we are here in Ohio. I think it's cleared up outside of the heat. So, right off the rip, the project you got going on, A.D.A.M.
Yep.
Where did that idea come from? And because I love it, and we'll get into more about what it is, but uh, whose brainchild was that?
Well, it would have to be mine and Damien. Damien and I have known each other for a really long time. As a matter of fact, their first album came out on Astonishing Entertainment, which was my independent label.
Huh?
And so I signed Damien early on. We became huge friends. And ever since then, we've just stayed in contact over the years. And, back in, I forget when it was, I think it was 2020, when everyone was locked down. We ended up having play. Aranda came and played at a party that I had at one of my houses. And I hit the stage with them. And all of a sudden I started to get that little twitch. I've always been promoting other people's music up to that point. Never really did a project of my own. And I went to Damien and I said, hey, listen, I got this crazy idea. I'm a huge gamer. I freaking love hard rock. I would love to produce an album. Initially it was about Apex Legends. And I said, would you be willing to produce it with me and help me, get the wares and, co-write some songs with me? And that's kind of how we did it. Is we started recording. We didn't really have a name for the project initially. And then I remember right before we actually went to record, I said, what can this name of this band be? And I'm like, well, I mean, all the music is Genesis with me, which is A.D.A.M. And I said, but I don't want it to only be about me, because I kind of wanted to do this Cool in the Rock, Cool in the Gang hard rock act, where there was different singers, different lead guitar players, different contributors, some different voices on the album. And so I'm like, well, I'll use my name as an acronym, Artist Developing Astonishing Music. And I told Damien, I jokingly said to him, he popped off. I'm sure he'll be back on. I said to him, D, I figured out the perfect name for the band. He goes, what? I said, it's A.D.A.M Music Project. He goes, oh, really? A.D.A.M Music Project? I said, yeah, but it'll be an acronym. It'll be Artist Developing Astonishing Music. I said, that way it can be all about me and not about me at the same time. And it stuck. And then we turned it into another acronym, AMP. So it's like double acronyms. As you can clearly tell by the video, we don't take ourselves too seriously. We take the music seriously. We take the hooks, the riffs, the playing, the singing, the production very seriously. Yeah. But the subject matter is totally tongue-in-cheek. The last one was about the 1984 video game, not 84, 82, I think, called Pitfall, where you're dying to the alligators. I said, no effing way we're going to die to the alligator in this video. I'm going to kick its ass. And so, what's so amazing about that video, Glick, is that my 11-year-old son is one of the camera guys. My wife is a camera guy. My daughter, who's 7, was one of the props dragging the alligator for me. and Anthem, his name is Anthem, and my daughter's name is Rhapsody. Very musical terms. Anthem was in the water. He filmed that with my iPhone. Whole thing was shot on iPhone and this 4K video camera that we have. And I do all the editing and production of it. And Damien, I don't think you didn't write that song, but I see he was here, and I'm like, dude, would you be the guitarist in the music video? And then at the end, I'm like, hey, make this like Snake Face, yeah? And so we did it. He did it as a joke. I sent him the video. He goes, damn, man. I thought that was gonna just be for our private files. I'm like, oh, hell no, the footage was too good. So, and then, Damien and I, we just love music. We've always loved music. Damien's a prolific songwriter, gold songwriter, platinum songwriter. I don't know if you even know that, Glick. But, we work together and we have a lot of fun doing it. I mean, I don't know if you want to add any color to that, Damien, but that's pretty much the genesis of it.
Well, now that I can finally hear you guys, I was having a bit of an issue for the last 5 minutes after the video played, I was like, okay, I've got to turn this thing back off. So I'm back on. But yeah, I caught most of that going back. But let's talk about the tongue first on the deal, because I was like, when I was looking at that back, I was like, oh, that's still in there. That wasn't just a cool edit that A.D.A.M sent me. That's the actual video. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, we've been doing this for a few years now, and it's been a lot of fun. And Adam and I have known each other for 20 years now, and so
Crazy.
we've worked together in a lot of different capacities, and we've just become best friends. And we love each other. We love doing music together. Whatever it is, he helps me with my band Aranda, which we're on basically on his label right now,
Mhm.
and which is a lot of fun. We have a great time with that. And then with A.D.A.M Music Project, doing it together is just it's just been a blast, and it seems like a really good fit.
I think one of the things, and as I said, I'm a new fan to what you guys are doing, and I think in Adam, you kind of hit it. You guys are just having fun,
Yeah.
and the music is great. Like, you can definitely tell you guys are 100% real musicians, and you take pride in that. But the videos are great. You can just kind of watch the videos, listen to the music, get a good laugh from you guys, enjoying yourselves. And ultimately, it's all we're all trying to do in life is just have a little bit of freaking fun, at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. And it's interesting because there's so many projects that Damien and I work on. I'm in another band called No More Kings. Damien produces and writes for many other projects. I have another secret project that I haven't told D about yet, that I've been working on. He's looking at his eyes. He's rolling his eyes. He's like, another secret project. And
We need another one.
But specifically with that, a music project, the world's a shit show in a lot of ways. And I was like, for me, it's kind of like, it's a nice release. There are projects that D and I work on that are more serious, that absolutely have deep meaning and lasting meaning. And, some of them have no meaning. But A.D.A.M Music Project's great because we try to make the lyrics accessible to people, whether you know the games or not. So like even the song Knocked Down, but I won't be broken, slammed hard, but I'm in the fight, pushed back, but I'll keep on swinging, through the shadows and through the night. It's kind of like life, right? It notches down and then you just got to get back up. I'm knocked down, but I'm not out, so that's kind of the way Damien and I approach lyrics, whether it's Chaos Emerald about, Sonic, or whether it's Pain about, the different video games. And, we just wrote a song called Strange Timing, which is about an obscure video game called Deathloop. Don't know if you've ever heard of it, but basically you wake up every day and there's 8 things you've got to do before the end of the day. And if you don't, you start again. You're dead. So it's, it's really cool to work on the stuff with D because it allows us to be free, and with the A.D.A.M Music Project, we never really had to say to ourselves, what's our style? Although we have dialed in style. I would say, Damien, you would agree with that. We've dialed in who we are now sonically, and the fans can expect that going forward. But, it was great to be able to explore. When we wrote a song about Final Fantasy VII called Help Me, and we had a few other writers on that, Damien, if I remember right. I think there was James was on that one with us as well too. James Conner, great songwriter, great producer in his own right. We approached it as if it was the greatest 1980s heavy metal hit you never heard. And so it's got hints of, David Coverdale. It's got hints of Axl Rose. It's got hints of, and we're not afraid to do that. And then, we have songs like Punch Out or Fame, or that are more modern and more heavy, and we even do some metal songs. We do some funk rock tracks with No More Kings. We did a song, Damien and I wrote a song called Don't Be Leroy. I don't know if you remember the Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins. So it's I really wanted to, what the funk did you do, Leroy? What the funk did you do? So we just have fun.
Yeah, no, I love that, and one of the things that I find really cool is you bring in so many different artists, and from singers and guitar players, writers, and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. Are these all people that you've known for years, or are they just?
I mean, that's Damien's gig, man. Damien knows everyone in the world, and believe it or not, although there's tons of tornadoes in Oklahoma City, there's also amazing musicians out of Oklahoma that I work with on it. So D, why don't you talk about some of the people we brought into the project, and how long you've known them and things like that.
it was a pretty small circle when we first started. You know, it was Adam, myself, my brother, and the guy he was talking about, James Connor. And we knew we needed some female abilities on this thing. And so the first person that we called was a gal that plays a lot here in Oklahoma City. That's kind of like, she's like an uncovered gem. Like nobody really knows about her, but she should be,
She should be a rock star.
she should be complete. She's unbelievable. Her name's Lacey Saunders, and she's just ridiculous. So we added her to the project really early. In fact, she's on the first album, and I think that's the whole lineup for the first album or the first EP that we did together was those 5 people.
Yeah.
And then and I think, did Jeff play on that one too? Jeff Hall?
Yeah, Jeff played on that one. Yep.
And Jeff played drums on that. So, and all these are Oklahoma City musicians. Jeff Hall, he also plays drums in Aranda. And that's where I kind of got him from. But there's just such a big pool. I was born in Oklahoma City, lived here, came up in the music scene here. So we just had a lot of connections. And Adam was like, hey, we want to make this a really collaborative project. I mean, it would be cool if it was just us, but it would be even better if it was like a collection of so many different people. There's so many different styles of video games, styles that we can do. So we just started adding people to the project one by one. And we started adding a lot of really cool guitar players. Adam and I both play guitar, but there's some of these guys that we got were just these massive shredders, like Eric Gillette. Eric Gillette, he's actually just a world-renowned guitar player in his own right. And then Jay Gleason, comes from Oklahoma City and just is such an amazing player, amazing guy. But all these guys, the other thing too that we don't really mention is all these guys are high character people. They're really great hangs, they're really great people. And so it makes it really easy for us to collaborate with all of them. I mean, wouldn't you say, Adam, that it's just probably the easiest bunch? There's like 15 people involved in the project, and every one of them is they're really excited when they come in to work on it, and they always bring their best. So then it's for the most part, it's all OKC,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And until I'm sorry, go ahead, Glick. Go ahead.
I was going to say, no, that's awesome. I mean, especially when, you guys all get along, that makes it so much better. But to have all those different styles, everybody's different. Everybody has their niche, some, like you said, Jay and those guys are absolute shredders, and just to mesh and to bring this project to life. I'm excited. I'm excited to dive more into your guys' catalog and hear more of your music and whatnot.
It's awesome. We'd love to have you do that, man. I think for me, thinking back through the years that we've been doing this now, we're also very prolific. I don't know if you know this or not, but I think we put out 6 albums, Damien, or
I thought it was 5 and the 6th is on the way, right?
I already have an album called From the Ashes.
Mm-hmm.
That's done. It's been done. D and I wrote that last summer. It's been done and in the can for 6-7 months. That won't even be out for another 6-7 months. This other project that I'm working on, I'm calling it the A.D.A.M Files, Glick. And that's the working title. And it's going to be 12 songs of just my goofball voice on it. And D and I have written some of those songs. And we had Jake Gleason playing a few of those tracks. But we're just trying to explore different things, how to, it's not cheap, obviously, when you have so much great talent that you're leveraging and working with. So, and it's tough to make money in an independent music world. And so we're trying not to starve to death while we do it.
Yeah, right. I get that.
If you like our stuff, go buy a vinyl, buy a CD. I'm so tired. Damien will tell you I'm the worst sales guy. I sell everything. My whole professional career, I sell everything. Yeah. I have the hardest time telling people to go buy my own stuff and my art. But it's the only way we make money, guys. We don't make money from streaming as an independent artist. We just don't get a big chunk. So merch is important. Telling your friends, buying a T-shirt, buying a vinyl, coming to see us in a show. Stuff makes a difference for us.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys about that. You guys do a lot of traveling for shows?
Last year we did. We have not done any this year. We're planning a tour this fall. Hopefully I'll be getting around at a lot of the markets I was in last year. I think last year we did 25, 30 shows, something like that. We weren't sure if we were ever going to tour the act because when you have so many, it's so big.
Yeah, it was
You
going to
know,
be my next question.
and so, but now we go out with 4, and now that I'm doing more singing, it'll be me, and then I throw a female wig on for the female songs. No, I'm just kidding.
That's where
I do my best Lacey Saunders impression.
Yeah.
No, so it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of time. Damien sometimes plays bass guitar in the band. He's done that with us, and people come up to us after the show and man, like, dude, your bass player, like, he's like the lead of the band. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Damien. Damien's on lead bass.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, it's fun. I mean, yeah, it's like a guitar with 4 strings, right? The bass players would hate me for saying that.
I wish I could share my screen because there's a picture of D and I that says it perfectly. Like you know, Damien makes fun of the fact that he has his video with his tongue out like a lizard in the beginning. But if you watch Damien play guitar live, he basically is making that face every 10 seconds. So,
yeah, that's the one cool thing about the live show that we do. It's very entertaining. You know what I mean? It's like there's never a dull moment, and you're gonna at some point you're almost going to be forced to interact with us.
That's as a fan, that's the best part of the show. I mean, that's something we bring up on this show every week is, you know, people are coming to see you. They know the music. They know who you guys are. They already love the music. You know, I can maybe speak for myself. I don't know how many other people out there would agree with me, but I don't care if you miss a note when you're singing or if you screw up for a second on the drums or miss a key or, you know, whatever. We're there for the show. We want to be entertained. We already love the music. You know, it's kind of like, now entertain us. Dance, puppets, dance.
Dance.
Yeah,
Dance
the show has evolved too because in the beginning we would just wear normal rock attire and go out and play, and I guess that's kind of cool in some ways. But then I just said, no, this is ridiculous. I'm bald at this point. I'm throwing a freaking wig on and I'm going out as Fat Nukem. So I literally dress up as in wife beater red top. The bullet style thing goes over it. It's always falling off. I can't keep it on during the show, and it always screws up my guitar playing, which is hilarious. And I'm always screaming at it in between songs, but I don't care. I just throw it back on and keep going. Yeah. And it's hard comedy until the music starts. So it's, you know, Lacey comes out as Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. Brandon, when he hits the road with us, comes out as Dr. Eggman. And then I'm dressed as Fat Nukem, which is Duke Nukem's cousin. And I tell the kids, I'm like, listen, kids, this is what happens when you play too many video games and don't work out. You look like me. And Dee will tell you. So, like, I'll literally open the show. It's hilarious. Like, we don't even have, like, our own logo on a bass drum. So I share drummers a lot of the time with Aranda if we go on the road with Aranda. And I walk out with a handwritten sign that I write A.D.A.M Music Project on it. And I put some masking tape on it, and I stick it to the bass drum. And before the show, so I come out and greet everyone. Hey, everyone, it's Fat Nukem. Nice to see you. Hope you enjoy the show. We'll be out in 5 minutes. And that's kind of, you know, we just kind of have fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously. But the one thing that I tell people we do take seriously is the music.
Yeah.
We try to write songs that are memorable, meaningful, impactful, and produced the hell out of them, you know, to make them sound great.
No, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, that was kind of the concept behind this was just having fun. You know, this whole network that we have here was just have fun. You said it earlier. The world's going to hell in a handbasket. If people can come and see you guys do a show for a couple hours, few hours, or whatever, and forget about politics, work, crazy ass baby mama drama, bills, whatever, then right there you're already winning. You know,
yeah, I mean, and I think there's a time and place for everything in life as humans, but you know, music is meant to be an escape in some ways, unless you're specifically overtly like a Christian recording artist. It's different. People are going to be expecting that, or you're politically charged. That's what your message is as an artist. That's fine. I've got no problem with any of that. But you know, when you write songs about video games, and you dress up like Fat Nukem.
Yeah,
I think you can expect to just have some fun. At the very least, you can laugh at us.
You're right.
And our hope is that you laugh with us, because I think it's hilarious. Like, I look over at Brandon dressed as Dr. Eggman, and he's trying to take himself seriously. I'm like, dude, there's nothing serious going on here.
There's nothing serious happening here.
I didn't know. Obviously, I didn't know what to expect when I was approached to have you guys on, and I was like, let me go check them out. Let me go see what they're doing. And I think the first video I clicked on, I'm like, oh my god, what?
One of my favorite videos that I did. I don't know if you've seen it. I did a song called "Suck My Ship." Damien and I wrote this song called "Suck My Ship," and it's about the old video game Galaga, where you have to get your ship sucked up so you can double fire. And I'm like, oh, dude, this is the perfect double entendre song. And then I had some ideas for this original video, and then finally I said, no, I think I'm just going to dress up like a spaceman and have a giant red lips chase me around the universe, and I'm just going to scream, "Suck my ship." Hey, what's up, Adam Degenerates? Exactly. What's up, Sergeant Moondog? So it's so much fun because I laugh at myself every time. My favorite part, though, is the problem, Glick, is that my mom and dad are still alive and I love them to pieces, right? So, I'm like, Mom, this song is called "Suck My Ship." You might want to skip this video. My favorite is my mother-in-law. She's like, now, honey, can you write something like serious? I'm like, oh, no, not yet. I will at one point, and it's actually something I'm working on right now. But it's so funny because every time I watch that, it's just so ridiculous. It's so over the top. And the best part is my kids are hilarious. And my 11-year-old and my 7-year-old, I drive them absolutely crazy, Glick. So not only are they always listening to the music and the songs, I make up stories that are just totally insane.
You look like an overgrown Oompa Loompa in a starship. It's like amazing.
Oh, yeah. By the way, 100%. And I'm slightly out of shape, more like fatly out of shape. And and I think myself just like I'm doing like these dance moves, like it's so stupid. So I tell my son, I've been having this joke for years, Damien. I don't even know if you know this. I basically, years ago, he asked me, he's like, so what did you do when you were growing up? I said, well, you're not going to believe it. I used to be a dentist to the dolphins. And so I told him that I used to brush the teeth of dolphins and I would ride in the back of them and brush their teeth and stuff like that. So it's like a running joke today. And so I forget, I always try to bring it up in every conversation. It drives him insane. He's like, if you mention that one more time that you brush the teeth of dolphins. So I said, well, Anthem, I got good news for you. Dad's going to write a song and use AI video to actually show you exactly what I used to do.
Oh, no.
So anyway, life's too short to take it too seriously all the time. There's a time and a place, Glick, though, for seriousness.
Oh, yeah.
But not with the A.D.A.M Music Project, right, D? I mean, you feel the same way about that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
What's been? I wanted to ask you a question about, because I don't know if I've ever asked you about this. What's your favorite lyrical song that we've ever written?
It's funny. I like, again, because we're in it all the time, I love the more obscure stuff, So there's a couple songs that come to mind when I'm like, they're not like the most streamed songs. In fact, they're probably the least streamed songs, that we have, that people just haven't. It hasn't caught the algorithm, or people just haven't caught on to them. But there was a song that we did called "The Unchosen," and it was literally the Unchosen. Like nobody chose it, but it was like, I just thought the lyrics were great to it. I thought the melody was great to it. We had one of our good friends, Macy Cantrell, sang it on it. And I don't know, I just think the delivery plus what it's saying, it kind of transcended the video game thing a little bit. Like if you didn't know it was video game related, you could almost put yourself in another space, so to speak, when you're listening to it. And you're just like, man, how many of us have been the guys that are always at the back of the line that never get chosen, that never get, and so I think I love stuff that has dual meanings, because the original thought of it was basically the guy that never gets chosen in the video games, like the character you don't choose, and that the unchosen character.
It was really written originally inspired by the least chosen character in Smash Brothers. Imagine how it feels. And so we wrote the song. I wrote it as a ballad. But Damien, it is funny that literally is the least chosen song on the project, and yet it was about the least. We should have written it.
I
I love it. I still love listening to it. It's but nobody else does Glick, so I would skip that one.
One of the other ones, that I really liked and that completely took me out of character, like singing it and doing it, was a song called "I Bring Death" about Reverend, and it just was so, I don't know, man. Doing that song was, I was able to, like, it's really creepy almost. Like the verses are so creepy, even what it's saying, and you're just like, ooh, this is like sinister and evil. And then it kind of goes into this Chris Cornell kind of chorus. And that's one of my favorites for sure. I Bring Death.
That song has done well, Damien. I Bring Death still to this day still streams well. And
and Eric Gillette on that song is one of the best songs that are best guitar solos on anything that we've done.
Oh yeah, totally, 100%. And then She's the Key, which is about The Last of Us, sung by Joel Driscoll. Not to be lost in this, one of the great unknown discovered hair band lead singers that should have been born in the 80s. Or like actually should have been born in the 70s, so he could have sang in the 80s.
Yeah.
Joel Driscoll could do any character like this guy, and he just crushed this song. And Eric Gillette did the solo on that one as well too. If you like guitar solos, you're gonna love A.D.A.M Music Project because we're not afraid of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I grew up. I loved the hair bands when I was a kid in the late '80s and whatnot. And I listen to all genres of music, but I always find myself coming back to the rock side and the countryside, and bands like Dio and Megadeth, those that kind of theatrical style heavy metal bands, that had those big.
Ronnie James Dio, in my opinion, is the best rock singer of all time.
I can agree with you on that. I've had that argument with people before.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, Daniel will tell you, if I can channel my inner Dio, I'm definitely doing it.
Yeah, that's
the moon grows quiet and the ravens gloat. It's like, and it's all up to me. He's got that powerful, like, that powerful rock voice, and I think what was so wild about him, I don't know if you've ever seen the Jack Black when he brought Dio into the studio to do something for him. No mic could capture him. He kept cracking all the mics basically, and so he said, I brought my own. Put this one in, you'll be good to go. Just a powerhouse. But anyway, I mean, there's obviously tons of great rock vocalists of all time. There's no doubt. What movie star is Damien reminding me of? I know who it is. Little House on the Prairie.
Michael Landon.
Episode 16.
Michael Landon. It's definitely Michael Landon. No, I'm kidding.
Have you ever seen what is that? What is that show? Oh my God!
He's a Swiftie.
What was the one that he was on, dude? Michael Landon again. Something about the Angels. I can't remember what it was.
Highway to Heaven.
Highway to Heaven. Yeah,
it was him and Victor French.
You also look like somebody from 30 Rock, I think, or third. I can't remember what it is, but people ask all the time. Damien looks like something. I just think Damien looks.
I look like something.
He looks sexy and suave, and your skin looks fantastic. For the ripe old age of 68, you look fantastic, Damien.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Well, you guys have been doing this for a long time, especially you, Damien. To take on a project like this, where you guys are just having fun. Obviously, you're still writing songs with meaning. Is it kind of a refresher to, be able to have a little bit of fun? Maybe not necessarily write such serious songs, or
I write serious songs all the time.
Yeah, I think I would consider myself personally as a serial songwriter. So I probably write between 100 and 150 a year, just for different projects, different people. I'm just always that's what I love to do. But I would say that the A.D.A.M Music Project fills a different space for sure. Like just what it is. It's like A.D.A.M said, it's real free. You know what I mean? I don't ever overthink anything when I'm writing with A.D.A.M Music Project. If it's like, man, sometimes the first things that are coming out of my mouth, I'm like, if that feels good right now, that's what we're going with. And we just move. And because like A.D.A.M said, we're so prolific at this point, it's like, we just keep churning them out and it's actually pretty awesome. I mean, there was one session where we did like 7 or 8 in a day, and it was just. And
Yeah,
I mean,
we wrote 8 songs in one day. Eight songs in one day, and they're freaking awesome. That was the Punch Out album.
Was it the Punch Out record?
Yeah, it was it's been our biggest success. You know, it was I'm almost 100% positive it was the Punch Out album. Or maybe it was World Takeover D. It was one.
I thought it was World Takeover.
World Takeover, man. I freaking love that
Which
song.
is I will say that to me, that is the quintessential A.D.A.M Music Project album. If you if you started somewhere, if you were like, hey, I'm just going to put all these albums out there, for me personally, World Takeover is my favorite and probably the one I'm proud of all of them, but that might be the one where I'm like, I'm the proudest of this.
It's funny because it's not the most streamed once again, but it is definitely my favorite A.D.A.M Music Project song. Although I have a few other ones that haven't come out yet, but my favorite one to date is World Takeover. And it's just so once again, sung by the amazing Joel Driscoll, lead guitar by the shredding god, Jay Gleason. I mean, dude, that's a nasty track. That whole thing is just like, if you like the blend of like over the top, it's almost like a Broadway. It's almost like if Broadway put on an 80s metal in a 80s through 2000 metal fest. It would be World Takeover.
Well, because there's a lot of the one thing that we do a lot of is we layer a lot of harmonies in our songs. And so we do spend quite a bit of time on vocals in the studio just because we can, and it's fun.
Well, fun's a strong term when you're laying down 84 tracks of
True.
This whole project just sounds like just one big, it almost like a frat party. You guys are just doing some fun.
It was in the beginning days. It was great, Glick, because we would, we'd go in the studio, all of us, we'd all work together. It's changed now where I do a lot of the stuff here in my studio in Jacksonville, and the singers are now coming to me one at a time. So it is a little bit of a different, like I said, you got to keep costs down, right?
Yeah.
So, as you're trying to produce the music, and with the amount of music we produce, we have to keep costs down. So it's kind of like, it's been such a joy. And I think lifelong friendships have been had. And Lacey Saunders is like Damien and I's sister at this point. She's coming in a couple of weeks. The next single coming out is called Rampage. And Lacey sings it. It's about the old retro video game Rampage, but it's not so retro, by the way. I went to Dave & Buster's the other day. They have a brand new Rampage game at Dave & Buster's, 4-player, massive 20-foot screen, and that's where I'm going to shoot some of the verses for the music video. They don't know this shit. I'm just going to bring my iPhone in there. Tough shit. I'll give them credit in the credits, and then they can say you're not supposed to do that. I'll say I'm sorry, I had no idea. I'm just a small musician. so we're having a lot of fun. That song is amazing, Damien. Damien and I wrote that track, and Damien and I right now, if we're gonna write songs as a combo, I'll write some on my own, but D and I write most of the stuff. The heavy lifting now is done with D and I, and it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun to be able to do it. But anyway, I was in Big Bear, California, and I got some social media. I'll show you this, guys. While you're doing well, I'm looking it up, and of an old vintage arcade. It's set up like a museum, but you pay by the hour, and you can play unlimited games. Have you ever been to one of those, Glick?
Yeah. So one of my former guests on here, who's become a very good friend of mine, he's from Indiana, and I went up last year to see him do his first gig in his hometown. And while I was up there for the weekend, he was in Indiana, a little small town in Indiana. I discovered a little place that had that. Well, just last weekend, we were on vacation up on Lake Erie. And
there it is.
Nice.
Rampage, baby.
That's awesome.
My 10-year-old and 7-year-old played it for like an hour.
Hell yeah. And we were up on Lake Erie last weekend, and I just discovered when we were looking at different things to do around there that they have one of the biggest arcade museums in the area. I don't know how they labeled it, But I told my girlfriend we're going to be going back up to that here very soon.
Oh yeah,
Because it's paid. You pay one price, and you can come and go, and then they've got like a little snack shop and stuff in there.
dude, it's awesome. Go try to do Defender. Defender's getting a track, D. Defender, the old video game. Defender's getting a track. We wrote Arc Raiders is a new video game, and I wrote a song called "From the Ashes" that's coming out. What's up, everyone? Pierce, welcome. You're a little late. Better late than never, as they say.
Yeah. Dan Levy is what he said.
Dan Levy. Okay. Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek.
Well, D, there's another one for you. I always thought it was Michael Landon.
I did too. But
I'm sitting here and I'm going, he kind of looks a little bit like Percy from the King Style.
This is what happens when you play too many video games. Your biceps turn into like legs. I'm an old school guy. I grew up playing the arcade games. I think it's one of the things that I really enjoy about what you guys are doing. And my son, he's 13 now. He's a little gamer, but things have changed from back in our day. But I love it though. My son plays a lot of really cool games. Like he played a lot of Roblox games, and I caught him playing a game called Doors. I don't know if you've ever heard of Doors. And it's a Roblox. Yeah, I bet you a 13-year-old would know it.
Yeah. And
so just started watching him, and like you never know what's behind the door. And I went, oh. And so I wrote a 5.5-minute song, which I've never written a 5.5-minute song in my life, Glick. I had the attention span of a gnat.
Yeah.
But I did a song called The Door in Front of Me that'll be coming out in a year and a half. And
a year and a half.
No, you think I'm kidding? No, Damien will tell you, no, that's probably realistic. And but it's such a cool track, and it's basically about how, there's so many doors in life we go through, and then I take people through 5 doors musically. And it's wild stuff. And dude, Jay Gleason's guitar work on that D was just sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
As usual.
As usual.
I was gonna say, can you tell us a time where it wasn't good? Because
I would, it's funny when it's like anything else, I'm reading a book right now about AOR, the age of album-oriented rock radio.
Mm-hmm.
So it broke Boston, Steely Dan, Foreigner, Heart, like that back in the radio days where radio was like epic and amazing and breaking artists. And they were even talking about how they used to have to splice manually lead guitar solos even back then. Because people assume that the lead guitar player is performing the whole thing in sequence. That is not usually what's happening when you're in a studio. So, whether I'm doing lead guitar or Dee's doing lead guitar or Jay or even Eric, you're crafting it, right? So you're performing it, you're feeling it, you're allowing yourself to make mistakes. And in the old days, they would have to take like different tapes and splice them in together, line them up manually. Eddie Van Halen, I believe, right? He did a lot of work like that.
Yeah. He'd do like even like the jump solo was, I think, 3 different takes, right? And they spliced it all together.
And so, and then when you go see them live, the reason why they can perform it is because they wrote it. They wrote it in the studio. And then what happens is the sad part is you have to relearn it. So, without a music project, he will tell you, like, sometimes I'll do a guitar part once. I'll write the song and I lay it down, and then I won't think about it again. The next thing you know, the thing freaking, oh no, I got to play the song live. I don't remember it. And so you have to learn your own stuff. So it's wild, man. The musical process, especially with today's technology, is wild because we don't do any AI music at A.D.A.M Music Project at all. Nothing on our albums or AI. Now we use AI for video, for some album artwork and easy graphic design. And then sometimes the graphic guys are like, well, what about us? And I'm like, I get it, but there's only so much resources you can put into things at this time. And so you use what you can. But musically, when it comes to the core product of A.D.A.M Music Project and also Aranda, these are human beings that are programming, playing, singing live, making mistakes. But, because there's so much AI out there right now, it's driving me bananas.
Yeah, I think that's so important as a music fan because there's so many artists, actually, I don't know, that are just creating with AI, and they're pumping crap out there left and right, and they're blowing up, and it's just like, I mean, there's been a couple times where I now have to pay more attention, and I have to be now more mindful,
Oh, it's only going to get worse.
and do research before I go and invite people on this show, because I've been duped a couple times. Like,
Yeah.
shit, AI, seriously? Now we play with AI here because I'm not a musician by no means, but we play with AI here, and that's just something.
And I think I don't think there's anything wrong with using tools, right? And I guess there is a philosophical discussion within the music industry, but what's happening now is like, you've got even Sono now is allowing people to use AI to craft, and then you can hire their live musicians to actually play the parts so they become yours on the master. And it's just like, come on, guys, like have a creative thought.
One of my friends, he's a songwriter in Nashville right now, and he said that he goes, man, in the last year, like even all of the demos that they're submitting, he goes, man, at least 75 to 80% now are Suno generated. And it's pretty, man, I don't even know how to feel about that. That's like, because at some point a few years ago, somebody else was doing that, and they were doing it in more of an organic way. And now they aren't able to do that. And obviously that again, the music industry doesn't need more cuts on like people not making money. They just, it's already suffering in so many different ways right now. And that's just one way. That's just one way right now that, as a music community, I think we're all trying to figure out like, how do you even make a decent wage? You know what I mean? Like just being a creator. And a lot of the times I tell people, I do music now at this point because I have a job, and I do music now. I don't do music so that it can give me something back. I want to add to music. And so I always keep that mentality and say, hey, what can I add to music? What can I put out there into the atmosphere that's going to add to it, instead of always looking for likes and follows and all of those things. It's like, man, those things are so fleeting. But if we can give back to music, I think that's the way to always think, in the mentality that you should have.
I totally agree. I totally agree with you. And it's like, you have to. There's something magical when you're a musician and a songwriter, that you find yourself in a place where something's coming together, where it just sonically feels good. It's almost like you're channeling something that's beyond, it's otherworldly in a lot of ways. And when a machine makes it, it feels a little hollow. But machines can fake emotion as well too now. I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting to see what kind of world. I think the world in general is waking up in a lot of ways and realizing that we have to protect our humanity, all of us. That doesn't mean we can't leverage tools. My wife and I leverage tools every day with what we do, Glick here, working wise. Damien and I have, and my wife Crystal, have partnered on a company called Artist Results to try to counteract this exact thing. So we built a software that helps independent artists manage their careers, their social media, their marketing, their everything you could possibly imagine, their metadata, their registrations of their songs. I mean, the whole kit and caboodle. And it's birthed out of and we try to make it affordable. It's like $7 a month, $7.99, I think, is the base package. Because we're trying to give back to the community of songwriters to say, let's not, if you were born to make music. Yeah. And then you can use a tool like Artist Results or other tools that are out there to help you make it a career, and to help you, to Damien's point, make a living wage. Get yourself to a place where people actually give a shit. And, I think that's so important today in the community that loves music, wants to support music. I watched a video the other day online. It was a guy, he was talking about why the prices for tickets to live shows have gone up so dramatically over the years. It's because of the old days, the product wasn't the show. Yeah. The product was the vinyl. It was the album. It was the cassette. It was the actual music was the product. And the shows were the advertisement. So you would get lower ticket prices But now you can't make money unless people buy physical product or support a band through Patreon, which we don't even have, by the way. I'm terrible at this. Like I told you, I'm terrible at this stuff.
Yeah, you and me.
I'm so horrible at this stuff. I'm like terrible at this stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, it comes down to like the shows are so expensive because the shows are the product.
Yeah. Nobody's.
You don't spend money on anything else. So instead, we have to, you know, these big artists, they have no choice but to charge a fortune at the shows. And so I just think all of us that are in the community and love the arts, because Damien will tell you, I've been a lover of the arts my whole life. And we have to support local music. We have to support local theater. We have to support each other as much as we can. You know, money is not unlimited, but if we can go out and see a live band and help our friends, buy their vinyl, buy their CD, you know, buy something on iTunes, because even though you may not use it, it's the only way you get paid in this industry now. And so, we, you know, if we do care about humans making music, humans are going to have to pay musicians to make music, because otherwise, I'll just go flip burgers.
Yeah, no, 100%. That was kind of my idea behind this show. Is I love local music, man. Every chance I get, we got just in my little town where I'm at, we got some great spots that bring in some great local artists, even artists from out of town. Every chance I get, I'm going. The independent scene, you know, is such it's such an amazing world of artists that just have all the talent in the freaking world.
Yeah,
and a lot of them are bringing that, you know, old school songwriting and storytelling and whatnot back. We do what we do. You know, what little bit we could do to help and promote the music and promote the artists here. You know, here on this show and the network. And
well, Glick, we're expecting you to go buy some vinyls and CDs after the show too.
You know, and the crazy thing is, and I love this, my kids have gotten into my daughter. She's got a record player up there, a CD player in her room, a tape player in her room. So, you know, you go to Walmart, she's buying a record, she's buying a CD. We got a couple flea markets in town that have cassette tapes. And she's like, Dad, I can't believe you used to listen to this when you were growing up. She's like, you just can't skip and go to the next song. You have to fast forward it. And if you want to hear the song, I'm like, yeah, it was a rough life. But you know what? 9 times out of 10, if I went and bought a Guns N' Roses album, I was listening to it from front to back, and then
listening to the album,
flipping it over and listening to the other side. I wasn't skipping songs.
Yeah, man.
Hold on a second, Glick. I got to put my 7-year-old to bed really quick. Hold on.
Oh, no worries. You're good, man. Dad chores. I know what that's like. I got 2 young ones. Well, not too young now. Mine are almost grown up, but
yeah. How old are they?
I've got a 21-year-old, a 17-year-old, and my boy, my youngest, is 13.
Okay,
so, yeah.
That's awesome, man.
I got one out of the house.
So I've got like 4 minutes left here, and then Dee's gonna stay and talk about Aranda for a little bit. If you have time to do that, that would be awesome. I totally forgot. I've got a competitive Apex match coming up here in like 5 minutes. So
this guy.
I just don't plan my schedule properly, Glick. It's terrible. It's like, you know, I'm horrible at this stuff. But and we appreciate you having us on and talking about music and talking about life in general. And you know, I think for me, I'll leave people with this, is that I can't imagine myself not making music at this point in my life. And I waited too long to do it. You know, I kind of have regrets. Yeah. I was always in music. I've always been a musician. Damien will tell you that. Always loved music and the arts. But taking the chance and putting myself out there personally is really only been, what do you like, the last 4 or 5 years, really? Mm-hmm. You know, on a major
2022, way. Right? 2021, 22?
Yeah, 2021, 22. I can't even remember at this point. And now I'm just like, it's like a faucet's been opened. And I'm just trying to make up for lost time. That is what I think is happening. So my encouragement, if there is any young kids who are actually watching at this moment at the Nonsensical Network, first of all, you shouldn't be doing that. But if you are watching, I would highly encourage you that no matter what your gifts are, whether it's art, video, music, whatever it is, don't wait. Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I have a quick call I got to take real. So
Oh,
sorry.
you're good, man. You're good. Adam, before you go real quick, and now I've tagged you guys and everything on our social media, followed you guys myself too as well. Where can everybody find you guys at social media wise so they can listen to the music and hear and check you guys out?
A.D.A.M Music Project. So YouTube /A.D.A.M Music Project, TikTok A.D.A.M Music Project, Instagram A.D.A.M Music Project. Facebook's different because Facebook keeps blocking me out of my different accounts. We've had so many more followers on Facebook, and now I have to restart one every 2 years. It's so brutal. We're on X, but nobody cares about X at this point in time for music. It's weird. It's not really a vibrant musical community. But hey, the most important thing, ADAMmusicproject.com, ADAMmusicproject.store, Glick, which is where you can go and buy vinyls. Look at me, D. I mean, I've turned into Paul Stanley all of a sudden. You've got to buy this.
A.D.A.M Music Project toilet paper yet?
Well, you can wipe your ass with our favorite song, Knockdown. It's the shape of an alligator, and it does bite. So, no, I absolutely, we appreciate it. I think when you're an independent artist, and especially when you're a guy like me that's waited so long in his life to actually do this stuff, to realize I've got a lot of fans out there now, hundreds and hundreds of them I haven't met. It's cool, man. No, it's really cool. It's like, I know somewhere right now somebody's listening to the project, and they're either smiling, laughing, rocking out, finding meaning in it for themselves. And I think that's the beautiful part about being an artist. So just keep on supporting art. I mean, I think that's the most important thing. We appreciate you. And thanks for your time, D. I'm going to you're going to shift gears and talk about Aranda now.
Yeah, and as long as you guys are okay with it, we're going to continue to play the A.D.A.M Music Project music across the network here. We do several shows 7 days a week, and we try to integrate music when we can. So we're going to keep pumping out your guys'
You
music.
have 100% permission to play our songs at any time you want to play them. Just do it. And if YouTube yells at you, say, I know A.D.A.M personally.
Yeah.
And they'll send me an email, and I'll say, I don't know who Glick is.
I don't know that guy. What?
No, I won't do
Exactly.
that. Rip that guy's channel down. No, we're not. I mean, I think musicians and labels have hurt music so much by not letting people use music. And I know syncing was a real thing. And so everyone forced people to pay for music. Now that AI is coming out, everyone's not syncing real music.
Yeah.
We keep shooting ourselves in the foot in the music industry, and I don't understand why. It's totally insane. It's one of the original 7 spurious arts, and at the end of the day, it's an important art. Music is important, and it's very, very beneficial to people. And I am going to play Apex. I'm getting screamed at right now from my squad. And for those of you who don't know what that is, I am a grown-ass man acting like a 9-year-old. I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Have a good one. I appreciate it, man. You guys didn't know. I didn't even know I was saddling up for this tonight. You get the A.D.A.M Music Project with A.D.A.M and Damien, and then we're going to switch gears. And I don't know if you heard me at the beginning of the show. This is kind of huge for me because I am a big fan of Aranda. And you have a couple songs. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me just, if you could give me 1 minute. Somebody just called me and said it's emergency. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good, man. Don't worry about it. You're good. Don't worry about it. No, guys, check out A.D.A.M Music Project. It's just really great songs. Like I said, I'm new. I'm still diving into the catalog. I'm still listening to music. I'm finding ones I like. We're going to play some on here throughout, as we continue to do our thing here on the Nonsensical Network. So you guys will get to hear more that way, but go check them out on your own. Don't wait for us to do it. Go check them out on your own and go show them some love, buy some of their merch. I know I'm getting yelled at constantly from you guys. What up? about our very own merch, and I know I've been saying I've been working on it, but I really promise you I am. It's going to be another outlet that I have to sink money into to try to make money. So, but go check out their merch. Go buy their merch. Buy the vinyls if you guys are into the vinyls and the CDs and stuff like that. Go check it out. Go buy it. Go support the guys, because that's a big thing with independent artists being on this show and coming up on this show. They're a lot of them are not making a lot of money, if any money at all. They're doing it because they love the music and they love what they do. So support the shit out of them in any way you can.
Hey, I am extremely sorry right now, but there has been an emergency
Oh no,
that
that's
has
not.
come up. No, and it's involving my kids. They lost power over at their house, and yeah, and I need to go over there real quick.
No
I am
worries.
so sorry, and grab that. This is seriously a really freak deal.
No worries. You're good, man. No worries at all. I appreciate you guys coming up and hanging out for a little bit tonight.
Man, absolutely. And hey, I will, if you want, at some point, I will come back on anytime, and
Yeah,
we can.
I'll throw you a message. Do you have a preferred social media or?
Yeah, at Damian Aranda on
Okay.
Instagram is great.
Okay. All right. I'll throw you a message, and maybe we can lock something down and have you back on. I would love
Man,
that.
I would love to do that. I am so sorry.
No worries. It happens. I understand. You're all good, man. I appreciate it. Good luck.
All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate
Yes,
you.
sir. Huh?
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Where's our merch? I'm getting there. I'm. That's going to be a cool show. I can't wait to get Damien on again. I'm kind of fangirling a little bit because I am a big fan of Aranda, him and his brother, and they've got a few songs out there that have really kind of hit home for me, and I'm sure a lot of people, and really kind of help me get through some shit in life. So we'll definitely plan that. But this is going to be a short show tonight, which is cool because I'm hungry. But want to say happy belated birthday to our boy Wale, who turned 75 yesterday. So shout out to Wale. Hope you had a good birthday, man. And then tune in tomorrow night. Glick's Comedy Lounge is back. A little couple-week hiatus. I have Miss Hannah Abney coming on tomorrow night on Glick's Comedy Lounge. So, we'll get back to doing the ha-has and the laughs and the jokes and all that stuff after a little break. An unplanned break, but, sometimes, like we've seen tonight, things happen. And, unfortunately, we can't control everything in life as much as we all wish we could, but we can't. So tune in tomorrow night for Glick's Comedy Lounge with Hannah Abney. We're talking to her about her career and all the fun stuff that comes along with comedy. And then Wes is back Thursday night on Speedway Stories. Hell yeah, man. I like Wes. That's cool. You beat me to it, Wall Cephas. And then I don't know. Usually Friday night we're streaming our boys, the Lazy Shaman Show, Shaman and Lazy Jedi doing their panel show on Friday nights, unless Wally decides to pull up and do a show. But if you guys like the Lazy Shaman Show, if you're not already following them, go give them a follow. If not, we're typically streaming their show over here on our network as well. They're like the unofficial members of the network. And then maybe this Saturday, we'll get Cash to actually want to do a show. Right, Wally? Apparently, we're sharing a brain cell tonight. Hopefully this Saturday I can get Cash to do a show. We got lots of things to catch up on. SummerSlam's right around the corner, so we got to talk SummerSlam and probably go ahead and get our picks in because I think they pretty much got all the matches locked down. We'll add as we need to if we need to. And then, of course, Saturday night, we're rocking and rolling. I got to get with Rick because football season, ladies and gentlemen, is right around the corner. And I got to get with Rick and see when he wants to start doing the Sunday show again, because I'd like to get that fired off before football season starts. And then yeah, good luck with that. And then, of course, Kayla and I we will be coming back with Beyond the Veil very soon. We haven't had a break in like the last month and a half. So we will be coming back with that very soon. We've already got our next show lined up and ready to go. Plus, here in a couple of weeks, we're going to be doing something really cool that we'll be able to incorporate into that show. So that'll be cool. And then, ladies and gentlemen, next Tuesday night, right after this show, next Tuesday night. Now next Tuesday night, I got my friend Mark Mason coming back. We're gonna hang out next Tuesday, see what he's been doing, see what he's got going on this summer, and everything like that. But right after the show next Tuesday, well, not right after, like an hour after, an hour-ish, 11 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Pacific Utalian time, is our brand new show here on the network, Rocky Reacts. You guys know Rocky. You love Rocky. He's going to be doing his show, Rocky Reacts, and he's going to be reacting from music to movies, video games. He's got the Nonsensical Wrestling, which you guys have probably seen on Friday nights and you've seen on Saturday nights. Where he's made wrestlers out of all of us, and we all got our own theme music and all that stuff. So check that out. Next Tuesday, that's going to be cool. I don't know what his first episode is. I don't know. I just know that it's happening next Tuesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific Utalian time. So that'll be cool. That'll be a fun new, exciting thing to do and see and have on the network. And then again, I promise I'm trying to do the merch, but I will be ordering stickers soon. So at least you guys will have some stickers. But yeah, no. A few things I've looked into. Unfortunately, I gotta spend more money. So yeah, this thing. But you have races 2 days next week. Oh yeah, we're gonna try to come to the Friday one. You got what, Wednesday and Friday next week? You're running. You got our stickers on the truck. Where I think we're gonna try to come to the Friday one. I think. Yeah, you got stickers, but do you have the big ones on your truck? Noise. Hell yeah. So, yeah, that's about all. Shout out to the A.D.A.M Music Project. Adam and D coming on. Again, I will be hopefully scheduling Damien to come on again down the road, hopefully very soon. And we'll be talking all things Aranda, which will be cool. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Wally, good luck tomorrow night. Yeah, you're running tomorrow night. Yeah, good luck tomorrow night, man. Send me some pictures. I want to see the truck with our stickers on them. I think that'd be dope. I won't post anything unless you send anything for me to post up onto the social medias, which if anything you send me, I can get up on the Instagram and Facebook and whatever other platform you want me to put it up there on. But definitely send me a picture of the truck. I want to see it with our stickers on it. I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, anywhoosies, thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. Glick's House of Music, your unofficial backstage pass right here on the Nonsensical Network. If you're not already, go ahead and follow us everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok. Shows are live on the YouTube, Facebook, and X channel. damn near 7 days a week. And you can listen anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at. Appreciate y'all listening and checking us out and supporting us on our podcast networks, because I think we're sitting in third place. That's the hump, man. We haven't been able to get out of third. So go listen to us and drop some ratings and drop some reviews. And as always, if you're watching the replay, drop a comment, drop a like. It helps us in the algorithm. Unfortunately, we do have to feed the algorithm monster. So with that being said, be good at it, baby. Enjoy a little more A.D.A.M music project.